Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Modded Minecraft 1.12, playing here on the one man, one mod pack with a focus on immersive engineering. That's right, we're still here and we're having a bunch of fun. So, what are we going to do today? Well, I was thinking about it and we need a mob farm. Yep, I think it's time to get a mob farm. We're going to need gunpowder in the future, so might as well get that whole process started. So, let's do that. Let's jump in and figure out what kind of mob farm we're going to build. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is mob farm time. Real quick, an overview of where we are since the last time we were together. I've got some stuff smelting down here. I found a new outpost. Yep, we got a mining outpost way out there. I can show you if we go to the daytime. It's this island. It's a lot bigger than this island. And so we're going through there and getting out as much copper as we possibly can. That's the main thing. All right, now, so over here, we've got a little bit of a progress update to show you on this next level down. I've done a little bit of work. So last time we were together, we put together these garden cloches. Well, we did one together, and then I've come in and set the rest of these up to cover every possible crop that I care about. And that's all of them except beetroot. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there. Yep, so we've got everything. It's been going and they're all full, and so once these things fill up, well, the garden cloches shut down. So that's good. So at least they automatically turn off and don't spew stuff all over the place. All right, still to come, we've got a little bit of a change down here. I've put a floor in, and yeah, we're using the materials from Immersive Engineering. And I really like the combination there. So hempcrete and treated wood slabs. It's a little bit different design. It's not the standard one right here. Does it show you what kind? No. No. What if we brought up F3? Does that show you? Type packaged. Okay. And then type horizontal. So yes, that's where we're at there. Another thing of note over here in the nether. Loud portal sounds. And there we go. Oh my goodness. That is loud. Okay, I think we're done. Okay, I've got a little bit of a nether hub going here. Kind of dressed it up. Made it not look so much like a little cave. You can see I've got a stone sword hanging out there. That's because I've been over at a nether fortress. But you can see I've got a sign right here. It says Ocean Monument. Let's go in here. All right. We'll let those portal sounds clear out. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's really loud in my ears. I can fix it in post-processing for you guys later. So I have come through here and cleaned the entire thing out. I do think I've got like one extra layer of blocks right there, but hey, you know what? It's not doing too shabby here. We got this whole thing cleared out, and I think eventually I'm going to clear the entire area out of water, but I'm going to do that off camera, not to bring you in for that, but just wanted to show you a little bit of progress there. I've been working on that off camera. So the other thing of note is a little further down in the nether hub, I've got a portal to the mining outpost. Oh, I picked it up and I've reset its timer. I don't care to reset its timer. I want it to go away. It's one thing, Immersive Engineering should have a trash can. I think that'd be kind of cool. The mining outpost portal is right there. It's kind of just a hidey hole and a stair step down to the copper layers. And then over here, it's the same fortress we visited before. It's just a little bit quicker way to get there. And I've got a little bit of a design coming in. I'm working on that off camera. Ooh, ghost block. Got it. Okay. And this lets us drop down into here. And nobody's hanging out. But that is the latest progress. Okay, so enough about that. I've been going on and on so a little bit too much, and I just looked at OBS and thought, oh, it's not recording, but it is recording. I was looking at the wrong timer. So what we're going to do is go to my testing world, and I'm going to show you, we're going to play around some. We got to do some science. So let's head over there. And here we are in my creative testing world. Actually, this is one of many, but this is a void world that I've set up because we're playing with the mob cap, and a void world is a lot easier to mess with than one of my standard testing worlds. So I've got a contraption here. We're going to play around with a couple of concepts and see if we can come up with something. I've got magma blocks here on the floor. They're going into a hopper. You've seen that. You may have seen that before, maybe not. But the difference here is that we've got, take a look right there, we've got some of these conveyor belts hanging out right there. And we're going to see if the conveyor belts protect mobs from damage from the magma blocks. I don't know. I haven't tested this. I wanted to bring you in for it. So we're going to spawn a mob. That does work. That's very good. Oh man, that's really good. Okay. And he's going to go the way of all things. Okay. And then just make sure. Yep, he's fine. What if we got a zombie pigman? Let's see. What's that? Spawn zombie. And we'll get this guy. Yeah, these should not take any damage, I wouldn't think. Nope, he doesn't care. Zombie. Yep. My goodness, they're loud. Yeah, so I just got some new headset, or a new headset, and because the other one was starting to go out on me, one of the cords in it had a open in it somewhere. Let's see. The witch is going to be different. She's going to drink something. I don't think it's going to. Yeah. So for her, not a problem. She's taking some potions there, and he's just going to teleport. But when he does eventually go the way of all things, we should see an ender pearl. Maybe. He's got a lot of health. Oh my goodness, a lot of health. Okay, so this is working. So yeah, there we go. And we got the ender pearl. And that should show up in the hopper. And that's really what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, the next order of business is, let's see if we have some random spawning that occurs as a result. I don't think that magma blocks can spawn creatures on it, but I don't know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build something a little bit bigger off camera, and then I'll bring you back once we've got that, and we'll do a couple of tests. All right? See you in a bit. You ever just sit back and listen to the Minecraft music sometimes? Man, I haven't done it in a long time, but for this particular playthrough, I've had the music up. But it's probably a little distracting. We need to get to this. Okay, so we had our first test over there. You can barely see it, but it's 183, 190 something. I can't tell with that color. Yeah, 198. Yeah. Anyway, we're far enough away so that anything that spawns in there, if it does, is not going to hinder our test here. But I've got this plane here of magma blocks, and it's rather large, but what we need to do is time set. We'll go, what, 18,000? Let's see if that gets dark enough. Yes, it does. And I don't know if this will work. So we've got, it's completely night here. If we go for F7, say, does this? No. I think the light levels are kind of off. How about here? Let's see. 15. Oh, it's 2. No, huh. So maybe it's just that mobs can't spawn on this. Maybe that's just the thing. Okay. So what we're going to do now instead is maybe see about replacing this with another block. So back in a bit. Well, here we are in a new world. This is a regular preset, not the void. I just learned that mobs aren't going to spawn in void worlds. Yep. Or if you use the biome, the void. So that's why we weren't getting any spawns. So here we are in just a regular. I set it as just one block of air on the lower level. So completely clean. And here we go. So what I'm going to do is do time set 18,000. Should be dark enough. And the telling thing, I should have noted this when we were over there. I wasn't getting anything for my overlay for this this mod that we have installed here, the light level overlay. yeah, I wasn't getting anything there. So let's back off a little bit and see if anything shows up. I don't know if it will. Another thing I did, I went in and checked the flags, the NBT data on that world save, and it was fine. Do mob spawning is true, but yeah, mobs weren't spawning. And another thing I remembered is that there is an ongoing bug where the mob cap depends on the render distance, and so I made sure that we're up to 12 chunks. Right now, it doesn't look like anything is spawning on the magma test, so let me set up that stone test once again. I'll be right back. All right, I've lost count of how many times that we've done a test, but and there we go. Sure enough, we get mobs right away, or get a mob right away. Any others? Just the one husk. Okay, they sound awful. But any others? Maybe not. Okay, we got a zombie. Okay. So not doing too shabby. All right, now the next thing I want to do is see if mobs will spawn on top of, what are they? What are they called? Conveyor belts. So let me fill this in and I'll be right back. And here we are on a much smaller spawning pad, and I've got the conveyor belts on there and they're all facing one direction. And I don't know if I'm seeing anybody. I've seen no spawns here. So I think that it's not the case that mobs will spawn on this, which means that our job gets a little bit more difficult. We've got to find some way of getting the mobs off of the spawning pad, but we can still use our trick. Actually, it was in the void world. Our trick of the conveyor belts on top of magma cubes, or magma blocks. That's the name, magma blocks. Yeah, so we can use that trick to make sure that anybody that falls with Feather Falling 4 is taken care of. So I think it's probably time to head back to our main area and do some resource gathering back in a bit. Well, with the results that we had from our testing over in the Void World, I think we've got a good idea. We're going to be playing around with kind of a rehash of a mob farm I've put on my channel before called the Slow Trickle Mob Farm. And it did break in a later version of Minecraft, but I've got some ideas for things that we're going to try. I just wanted to make sure that the immersive engineering part was spot on. So without further ado, I've got plenty of resources here. Maybe not enough, who knows? And I've got some building blocks. And then this one right here is going to be our storage for temporary. So the next order of business is to figure out where in the world are we going to put this thing. And so I figure we're going to start by leaving the main area. We'll come visit the cows and the sheep, okay? And then we're going to go out this way and up to the original hidey hole, which we don't really need anymore. And then we're going to come up onto this peninsula over here. Can we get there from here? Yes, we can. Excellent. And then did we have any interesting things occur over here? No mineral. Yep. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here and build our mob farm. And is it going to be the most efficient? No. But we are here in the world, and so we might as well get a little bit of AFK stuff going. And we're going to do that with a mob farm. So I'm going to prep the area. Just a little bit of natural material removal here. And yeah, we're going to get started by just doing a little bit of digging. And then how much space are we going to need? Let's see. We might need to take out this tree. It's a fairly decent sized farm. But we'll see if we can fit it in over here and then dress it up nice like. But it may take a couple of episodes to get it dressed up. But yeah, so let me see what I can do over here. And if I have to cut down more trees, I have to cut down more trees, no problem. But it's going to be on this peninsula right here. Back in a bit. Well, here's the rough outline that we're going to be working with. The reason why we're not going to go for maybe the full width and length like you may have seen if you go check out the Slow Trickle mob farm. It's because we don't have tons of real estate over here. So notice we've got our peninsula. It juts out a little bit, but then falls steeply straight to the water on that side. And then over here, we're just touching a corner right there. I don't want it to go into the water. I want this to be a somewhat believable tower that we can build once the whole thing is done. And then we've got this weird cave system right here that we got to work with. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We've got, this is an 11 by 11 square on the exterior. And so that means a 9 by 9 square on the inside. You notice we are about 20 some odd blocks away from the AFK fishing spot. We want this to be as close to the mob farm as possible. So while we are AFK fishing, the mob farm is going and generating us some extra loot. So the other thing we got to keep in mind is that we want it to be close enough that we don't have random mob despawns. And the way the overall mob farm goes is that we've got to put our spawning pad about 44 or so blocks above the splat floor. And that means that's going to be pretty tall up there. So I think what we need to do is dig this whole thing out. And I don't want to dig it just standard. So I think it's probably time that we get ourselves a beacon. So let me get prepped for that, and I will be right back with you. All right, we are in the Nether, and I am going to cheese this one because I really don't like fighting the Wither. I don't. I've had bad luck in the past with that. So we're here at, we'll bring up the F3 screen. You can see it right there, looking at 0, 121, negative 31, right there, right here in the middle of this block, 0, 124, negative 31. This is a structure, 3 by 3, where the Wither can get stuck. There is an air block above this one, and that's the same in your world as in this world, as in any world that uses vanilla Nether generation. So you can come to this block, come 2 blocks below that, so 2 air blocks. You can see how that works right there. So 2 air blocks, and then we're going to put the Wither above this. So I do need to clear out a little bit extra space, and I hope this works. We shall see. We shall see. I've done a little bit of testing on this, but I wanted to make sure before we really mess something up. But that should trap him there in that bedrock structure, and then we can just go in and hopefully take him out. But we shall see. And my goodness, that's loud. He's got a little bit of shield on him right now. There we go. Okay, so yes, we did cheese that. Nope, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not. So we've got a little Wither killing area up there, and now what I'm going to do is go back to our main spot. We'll dress this up off camera. I don't want to keep hitting my head on this, but the way we got those skulls so quick was the Vorpal enchantment on here. So yeah, that helps get these things. So we can do a few more in the future. I'll probably do those off camera, but we don't have tons of iron to be making these beacons. But let's go through here and we'll hopefully craft up our beacon together. We got some obsidian there, and then glass, just enough. Okay. Flying by the seat of our pants here. Okay, we've got that. Obsidian across the bottom, glass over the top, and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, it's not nighttime. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the beacon. I will get this up to efficiency 5, and then we'll dig that out. I'm going to take care of a lot of this stuff off camera, and then I'll bring you back and explain the overall mob farm concept. So back in a bit. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And well, I've got the mob farm done. I've built it all, but before we get to that, we need to make something that's going to control this thing. And that means we need to do a little bit of a test here. And we're going to use a couple of sticks, a couple of pieces of cobblestone, and a point of note, I've done another edit to the pack. So did you know that you can change the recipes for the crusher? Yep, I've added a recipe to take stone and it throws it into the crusher and turns it into cobblestone. So that way we can do something with all the stone that we're getting from our Silk Touch pick. So just to let you know about what's going on there. And so we're all above board here, okay? So what I want to do here is make a couple of glowstone lamps. And I think I've got enough. Yes, I do. Excellent. And then what we're going to do is take some of this redstone. And we're going to do that. And no, that's not it. Just one set across there. I don't quite have it correct. So let's take a look in here. I need to be able to control the redstone with a wire. I want to do it with wires instead of with standard vanilla stuff. So let's take a look here. We've got redstone wires. Okay, that gives us redstone wire coils. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and then electrum on the top. Do we have some electrum? Yes, but not much. Okay, so we need to make do with that. And what is electrum? Gold and silver. You know what? Let's just do all of those, okay? And then I've got the rest of the pieces parts there. And how about the wire? Let's take a look at that. I did have it pulled up here. We're going to need some aluminium wire and treated stick and some redstone. I think we can do that right here. So let's change out our press for the wire. Okay, and then we'll take some aluminium, which we've got here. Yeah, let's do all 5 of those. Why not? And we'll have to turn that on. Got plenty of juice coming in. There we go. And that should give us 2 right off the bat. Okay, and we should be able to make this coil now. We do need sticks, treated sticks. We've got some. Excellent. So there we go. Boom, boom, and boom. And then, what was it? Redstone. Yep. Okay, so that gives us redstone wire coil. Excellent. And you know what? I want maybe another batch. So let's do that. You know what? That's going to be too much. We don't quite want that, but how about 12? Good, good. Okay, good enough. All right, so we got that, and we've got the glowstone, and then what else do we need? Oh, we were going to make some. We're going to throw this in the alloy smelter. We'll do that in a little bit, but not quite yet. We need some connectors, so we'll do the connector recipe like so. That gives us 4 of those. Okay, and now we can do a little bit of a test. Let's head down to down here and get our alloy smelter going. Boom. Got plenty of fuel in there. Awesome. All right. So we're going to take our this thing, lamp. Yeah, lamp. Okay. And then we take redstone wire connector and like so. Okay. And then we'll do like this and this. Okay. And then we'll take redstone wire coil, connect those 2 and those 2. We've got blue right now. It's raining and it's nighttime, so we can get rid of the rain. Excellent. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. All right, so there we go. That should get rid of that. Okay. If we channel white input. Okay, we don't want input. We want output. Okay. Oh, I see. So blue for input and then orange for output. Okay. And this will be input. This is output. And this will be input. And then if we take, say, that, and it does both. This is a good thing. This is a very, very good thing. And you will see why in just a moment if I have all my stuff available. No, I don't. Okay. So let's take up all of our items here. Okay. And boom. We don't really need the lamp. But you know what? We will do the lamp. How about that? Let's do that. Okay. So I need a little bit of a little, oh, what's the word? a signifier that this thing is on. So we will go right here. This is the absolute low point right here for this. Okay, good. We've got some mobs in there. Well, don't worry. We will see how this whole thing fits together. Don't you worry. But I think what I'm going to do is take one of these redstone lamps and put it right there. Okay? So far, so good. All right? And then what we will do is put a lever right there, and then we can go outside. You know what? We will go outside by just breaking through like that. Why not? Right? Okay, and then over here like that. Okay. Should be good. We last slept in a different bed, so we can move this. And then we will get our redstone wire connectors. Okay. And then we've got to bring it down to this thing here. Okay. So it's currently on. Yep. Okay. So you see kind of how that's working. And that's all well and good. But the downside now is that we don't have an easy way to move these around. What's this doing? Do we have it would be nice if we could well, for the time being we need to turn this off because it's laggy as all get out. So we need to get the signal to there. Yeah. So I probably should make some more wire connectors, but we will get that in just a moment. So where do we get this thing hooked up? So if we're not careful, you know what we can do is we can make, how about we make one of those posts. I might have a post. So if we've got a post, then I may be able to do that. And then that way we can control the mob farm. All right. Do we have one in here? Treated wood fence? Yeah, we've got a wooden post. Excellent. This is a good thing. Very good, very good. All right. Then we can come back over here, bring the wooden post out. We'll put redstone lamp right there. And then we'll put one of those redstone wire connectors right like that. And but does it do a relay? Redstone probe connector, wire connector. Let's do another little test like this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. No. So it has to be on a block. So that wire or this wooden post would not help us. Yeah, that wouldn't help us. What we need to do is get some sort of other arrangement over to here. So, well, let's see what the wooden post can do. We'll see. Maybe put it right here. Okay, and then right-click it with the hammer. Can we do that and that? Okay, no, you can only do one. Huh. Yeah, can you do this one? No. But that might be sufficient. Let's take transmits. Oh, it's linking from. Oh, I see. I've messed up something. There we go. No? Okay. It's not going to let me. Let's do one of those and then... No, that's still not going to do it. Still not going to do it. And an axe would have been better since it is a wooden post. I am wasting tons of time here. We've got to get some sort of a signal out of here over, and I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible, and it looks like I'm not doing a good job here. Maybe if we went down here. Let's do that. No. No, it's still not going to get it. I don't know what... It'd be nice if there was a relay. That would be cool. But there's no relay. And that's pretty strong. Didn't mean to do that. Let's put another redstone lamp right here. And then we'll take this and that. Now let's see if we can get... no. It's not going to work. That's not going to work. So, I'm wasting tons of time here. Let's just see what we can do. Okay, let's do that. No. There we go. Okay. And like that. Like that. Can I attach a wire to the same point? There we go. Okay, that's fine. And then we take this, but we can't reach around to there. Well, you know what we can do is play around with the ground a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Okay, almost. Not quite. I think what we just need to do is get a few more of these connectors so we can do this. All right, so all of that just so we can wire up a few things like so. We want output right there, input, okay, and channel white, and then output there, input there, and then let's get rid of our, you know what, we'll do that. So we'll keep a manual bypass on there, but I want to be able to control this thing from the confines of our hidey hole there. So that should be powered. Yeah, it's got a power level 15, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we've got here, so as way of explanation, is I've got a timer. This is the silent hopper timer from TT Sewer Minecraft, one of my favorite designs here, and that's what we're using. It's pretty simple. We've just got, what, 8 pieces of dirt there, and then there's another set of hoppers right there, and that has a piece of netherrack going back and forth, and every time that happens, we get a pulse out of that redstone torch and a little redstone torch tower. So some basic, real basic Minecraft mechanics, but there we go. That's kind of what we got to do here. We got to mix and match with the Immersive Engineering, and then we've got a shifting floor design. And is there anybody in here with me? It does not look like so. So what we will do is, I don't have my axe on me, and it's not around here. Okay, that's fine. So what we will do is just punch some of this treated wood so that you can see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got alternating floor here of soul sand and then treated wood. So that's a solid block right there. And we've got mobs that spawn in or on even soul sand. They'll spawn in here and they'll spawn here. And then every time we get a flick of that timer, we get a pulse that pushes these pistons, pushes the whole floor over that way, 1. And so if a mob happens to be standing on soul sand, it's actually going to make the mob kind of glitch out. So it's still using a glitch, which you know, it might be patched eventually, but I don't know when it will be patched. But yeah, so on the other side, let's see if we can get over to that and explain that real quick. Yep. Okay, good. I left my ladder in place. So when that whole floor shifts over, we've got a redstone block that gets moved into place. We've got a redstone repeater, pulls a signal from that, sends the signal into that block, powers that redstone dust, which then powers that block. This repeater reads it and then pushes this whole line of pistons back. And so that recycles the thing. So we get a quick double pulse on those pistons. And so that sends all the mobs down to their demise down below. Now, the next order of business we need to do is maybe take a look at our overall results so far. So let's patch this hole up and I will meet you down in the depths of the mines. See you in a bit. Well, I just looked at the overall recording time and time is getting away from us. So we need to wrap this up. So here's the design down here. We've got these things dropping. I don't know, it's some 45, 50 blocks or something. Anyway, it's enough to take care of every mob that comes down here. But just in case, underneath those conveyor belts right there, like we showed in the testing here at the beginning of this episode, there's some magma blocks. And so that just takes any mobs that come down with feather falling forward, takes care of those. And yeah, so that's treated wood planks. Good. So we'll do that. We'll go back up here and go around and like so. Let's take a look at our overall results. Okay, so we got some chicken in there, got some rotten flesh. Ender pearls, that's good. And gunpowder is also good. We got a couple stacks there, some there. So not too shabby. Now notice that we still have to come down here and collect it. We're going to take care of that in a future episode, probably the next episode, but that is the whole design. So we've got the shifting floor to get the mobs, and then we've got a little moving platform to take care of them once they get down there. And then how do I get back into here? There we go. All right, so let's head back up top and take care of closing out our time here. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and let me know what you think. You like the whole using a little bit of vanilla mechanics in here while we're doing this? I didn't see any other way of getting of doing an immersive engineering kind of build for a mob farm, but I mean, it's close. We're using some immersive engineering materials, and then we've got just the switch here that turns it on and off. And I'll dress this up. Okay, so this is ugly right now. I get it. Okay, don't you worry. We're going to dress this up, probably not on camera. I'm probably going to do something like a lighthouse build. I think that would be pretty cool right here on this peninsula. And then I've also got to do a lot more mob or cave lighting down below so that this thing is a little bit more efficient. Okay, it's not the best, but it's good enough. Okay, it's called the Slow Trickle Mob Farm. And then hopefully I've put a link to that in the description box below. But again, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, a like is always appreciated, and if you haven't done so already, think about subscribing so you are up to date with everything else going on the channel. That's going to be it for now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.